It's time to disengage our brains and explore World Weird News.
Man caught driving with another car on his roof. It's true, my friends. And if I didn't have photographic proof right here to show you, you probably wouldn't believe it. But yes, this did actually happen. But at least the person has the intelligence to admit it was a stupid thing to do. Really, no. It's not a stupid thing to do. Absolutely remarkable. This is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. But I think the question that should be asked is not whether it was a stupid thing to do, but why would you think about doing this in the first place? I mean, seriously, why would you think about doing this? I mean, how did he get the car on top of the other car? How did the person not think that this would not lead to a disaster? That everyone else, going by, members of the public, whatever, are just going to go, oh yeah, of course, that's fine. So this is by The Independent, by Chiara Goriondano. I'm sure I pronounced their name correctly. A man who was caught driving a car with another car balanced on top has been given 3 penalty points on his license. The man, who shall not be named, because I'm not reading any of that Welsh stuff, insisted there was no danger of the car falling off the roof as he had taken measures to ensure safety and that he travelled less than 300 metres. Well, round of applause, because that makes it all right. Marvellous. The gentleman admitted it was a stupid thing to do, and out of character for him. Out of character. So you're not in the habit of putting cars on top of other cars then. Marvellous stuff. He said he had only driven around 300 yards at 5 miles per hour and that he had pulled in and stopped when he saw any other car on the road. He insisted there was no way it was going to fall off, but said that he accepted he should have moved the car in a different way. While magistrates could have banned him from driving, they said that his lack of any previous convictions meant they felt a disqualification would be excessive as putting a car on top of another car. Instead, he was given 3 penalty points on his driving license. He was also fined £80 in order to pay costs of £115. This bit here is great. He added that the top car had been strapped down and that the stability had been tested by lifting the cars with a forklift truck. Yeah, testing them with a forklift truck. Absolutely great. I mean, that's going to ensure that the cars are going to fall off and kill anybody. I mean, look, how safe does that look? Absolutely brilliant. This world that we live in, it's absolutely marvellous. This sort of thing actually happens in real life. Excellent. Next up, school bans Harry Potter books. Enough said, let's move on. Okay, just joking. So this was in The Week. School bans Harry Potter books because spells are real. Everyone knows spells are real. My gosh, come on. I mean, the government has us all under a spell. That's why we go to work and live as slaves. So here we have this article. A school in Nashville has removed all of the Harry Potter books from its library after a priest said the curses and spells are real. Marvellous. The school's pastor took the step after consulting with exorcists in America and Rome. He made the effort to go to Rome. Marvellous. He said, these books present magic as both good and evil, which is not true, but in fact a clever deception. Man takes his tortoise to the pub. Okay, we'll move on to that one. What? Wait a second, we just got this article underneath it from man takes his tortoise to the pub. A man in Gloucestershire, of course it would have to happen in Gloucestershire, has started taking his tortoise to the local pub. The creature, which has become famous around Tewkesbury, was bought from a pet shop in Hull. It is called Nancy Drew, even though it is male. That is beautiful. I love it. But they put this story right in the middle of the Harry Potter one. I thought it was the same article. I thought the Reverend here was going to start talking about tortoises in Harry Potter.
Hey, Alexa, what do you think of that? A man takes his pet tortoise to a pub.
Stop talking and get on with it, you weirdo twat.
Alright, I thought it was funny.
I have been all around the universe, but I didn't think I would ever see anything like that.
Taking your pet tortoise to the pub. Oh, this world is so crazy. Nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing. Why, the next thing you'll be hearing stories about scientists giving manicures to bats. What? That actually has happened?
And last up for today, Sky News brings us this. Bats get manicures, so numbers can be counted. Excellent stuff. Let's see what this is all about. A group of rare bats is being pampered. A group of rare bats is being pampered with manicures so that scientists can count their numbers. My gosh, I mean, these scientists, what will they ever think of next? They want to count the numbers of bats. Let's give them manicures. What an absolutely great idea. Researchers used a low-tech but effective method for harmlessly marking the bats and the need to identify each one individually. They used 4 different nail varnish colours to paint the bats' nails, which enabled them to create thousands of combinations for unique markings to identify each one. Wow, how glorious is that? Marking bats is usually very challenging. I bet it is, and it's typically done using necklaces, arm rings, or wing punches. However, scientists say this can sometimes alter behaviour. What will they do? Like, start visiting pubs, start watching television. My gosh, what a disaster that would be. Well, why not? You're giving them manicures. How? Why not introduce them as fellow citizens to society? Tax them.
I wonder if I could get a free manicure.
But you don't have any fingernails.
It was time consuming. I bet it was. It was time consuming giving each bat an individual manicure. Okay. I'll speak about this after. I'll read what it says first. It was time consuming giving each bat an individual manicure. But it's an incredible privilege to get up close to this amazing animal and to discover more about them. Made all those hours painting their nails worth it. Well, what did you discover more about them then, huh? Did you have a nice conversation with it? Did it talk back as you're painting its nails?
I could be a bat. Oh, I'd love to be a bat. Do I look like a bat?
You look like a lump of fluffy frazzled mildew stuck under a toilet seat in an underprivileged doghouse.
I say, how rude!
It says here, it was time consuming giving each bat an individual manicure. You want to count the numbers of bats in your country? I mean, how many of them were there in the name of all that's good and true on this green earth? I was guessing there are thousands of them, and you gave each one a manicure, and you write up here it was time consuming. Of course it is! No, it was easy. We enjoyed it. But at least they got to know one another a lot more closely. They had a pint, around a bar and had a good time. How wonderful. And it made it all those hours worth it. Absolutely brilliant. Not a bad thing to be a bat. If you want a free manicure, well, being a bat is the way to go. I'm sure there's plenty of bat costumes out there. Give them a try. Why not? Heck.
Oh, it must be so wonderful being a bat.
Tish!